For as long as I can remember, I have been, shall we say, slightly obsessed with the journey of Sir Ernest Shackleton and his crew of 27 men aboard the ill-fated Endurance. It is undoubtedly the most amazing story of human survival and continues to fascinate me to this day, so when this Lego set became available, I knew I had to grab it straight away. If you purchased the set on release day, as I did, you would have received another Lego Icon set of the James Caird lifeboat that Shackleton sailed along with 5 men for 16 days from Elephant Island to South Georgia. At the same time, you could have also grabbed the Ships Chronometer if you had enough insider points. I will be putting together all 3 sets in this video. I'll go through them all bag by bag, starting with the Endurance set 10335, which contains 3011 pieces. This Lego set starts off a little bit different in that you make a stand to hold the base of the ship. The pieces used for the base are not used anywhere else in the set and are left over at the end of the set and not used in any way. The set contains 28 numbered bags. The Shackleton expedition was intending to be the first to travel from one side of Antarctica to the other, setting off from Plymouth on August the 8th, 1914, arriving at South Georgia on November the 5th, 1914. They then set off from South Georgia a month later and would not see solid land again for 497 days, and even that was only an uninhabited speck known as Elephant Island, a whopping 1,300 kilometers from South Georgia. The entire ordeal, from when the Endurance left South Georgia to when Shackleton returned to Elephant Island on August 30th, 1916, took 630 days, something I find so hard to fathom. You start off in this set by making the bow of the ship as you've seen in one section, and then you make the stand for the ship. This is the proper stand that will go with the ship, not the temporary stand you saw in bag 1. Let me know down in the comments if you have this set and whether your set came with paper bags. I have still yet to receive a Lego set that has paper bags. The only paper bag in this set was the one that held the sails, but I've heard other people in other countries have received sets with complete paper bags. So let me know down below what you got with yours. This set used some quite strange building techniques, a lot of sideways building techniques as you can see there for the decking of the ship. All sorts of weird sort of snot techniques and stuff used throughout the build, which helps keep it all interesting, of course. But I think the greatest value of this set is its display value, which you will see later on in the video, of course. Now, the story of the Endurance didn't end when it was crushed and sunk below kilometres of water and sea ice. On March the 5th, 2022, 106 years after it had sunk, the ship was found by the Endurance 22 expedition team. They got amazing shots of the boat, which is just so well preserved sitting on the bottom of the ocean. It's hard to believe that after that long it still looks so perfect with hardly any debris or dust on it. There is a film of the discovery of the Endurance on Disney called, believe it or not, Endurance. It's well worth a watch if you want to know more about how they found the ship and, of course, the history of it. I like it when LEGO include internal builds like the little motor that you've just seen here. Just adds a little touch to the building process, even though once it's complete you won't see it. The rudder, which can be steered from the deck of the ship, is a nice touch also. You'll see the chronometer build coming up shortly. One of those 4 lifeboats is the infamous James Caird, as seen there in the free icon set that came if you purchased the Endurance from LEGO on day 1. I think it was a great little gift with purchase, and I'm glad I got it. Once I put the sails on this ship, we'll head on to the James Caird. Wasn't a great fan of putting these masts together. Wasn't my favourite part of the build by any means. And here we are at the final bag, and we've got an extra bag there for these rope ladders, which were kind of annoying to build as well. And then we come to threading all the sails on, which finally make the ship look like the Endurance. And there we go, the plaque with all the deets on it, including the model number of the Lego set. Great build, great display build. It's not the sort of thing I would ever pull apart again. It's the sort of thing that once it's made, that's it. It's on display. And it looks very good on display. And now we move on to the James Caird. So the James Caird was of course one of the lifeboats that was taken by the crew to Elephant Island. They dragged it across Antarctica, across snow and ice to get to the open ocean so they could try and get back to land. They made it to Elephant Island. They then modified it a bit more, and Shackleton and 5 of the crew headed off on a perilous journey, 1,300 kilometers, took them 16 days across the South Pacific Ocean to try and reach South Georgia, and amazingly, they did. Shackleton then took 2 of his men with him, and because unfortunately, they landed on the wrong side of South Georgia. He took his 2 men with him, climbed over the mountain range on South Georgia, through snow and ice. This was just a horrible thing they had to do. But they made it to South Georgia, and then were eventually able to get back round, rescue the other 2 men from the James Caird, and then go on to rescue all 27 men from Elephant Island. Not a single man perished on Shackleton's expedition, amazingly. So one set left, the Chronometer. So this is the last of the 3 Shackleton Endurance sets. Now this wasn't a gift with purchase, you had to use your insider points to get one of these. And I'm glad I did, even though, it's not the most exciting build in the world, although I did quite enjoy making it. And I do like the way it looks on my shelf displayed with the James Caird and the Endurance. It just sort of finishes it off, having the Endurance in the background, the James Caird on one side, and the Chronometer on the other side. It really just makes everything pop. And that is the Lego Endurance, James Caird and Chronometer. A great threesome of Lego products. And this is them on display where I've got them on my shelf in my man cave, and I think they look awesome. So So, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button and the subscribe button if you wish, and I'll see you on another video soon.